Alright, the last video we had, I was setting this thing up. Now it's been operating for a few weeks. And I have some questions that anybody feels like answering if you're watching. And just kind of show what I've been doing. So, we'll start off with the readings, I guess. These are what I've taken today. I went out of town last weekend and everything was alright. Then came back and my nitrites were spiking like crazy. See my chart here. For the last 3 days, the ammonia went up. I actually put more fish in when I came back. I know it was a bad idea, but I didn't know everything was spiking. I didn't check the water before I went and got more stuff. Bad move, but whatever. We're working through it. But as you can see there, I still have a lot of nitrites. I was going to do a massive water change, but the fish seem to be doing okay. I've been having to add muriatic acid to keep the pH down, because it comes out of the tap at about 8.3, and I need it down to about 7. So I've been adding that, which I think has been salting the tank a little bit. So that might actually be saving me from the nitrite poisoning that the fish would no doubt be going through right now. But they seem to be doing okay, even though the nitrites are really high. But the nitrates are also going up, and that seems to be helping my plants out a little bit, because a lot of them haven't been doing well. Let's see if the camera will focus there. So you can see all the black around the outsides. It's a Greek basil plant. It's not doing too well. I had it over in the other bed, one of the continuous flow beds. But yep, wasn't working too well. Peas that were doing great, haven't really done much. They just look, let's see if I can get in focus here. You can see they got a lot of browning on the outside. I pulled some of the leaves. The original leaves weren't doing great, so I pulled them off. But we got some new growth, so maybe they're coming back. We also have, like I said, the nitrates peaking, which should help the plants. And that one's new. Golden sage, a dill, a rosemary. Let's see, a cantaloupe. You see I got that rolling browning on the edges like I have on pretty much every plant. Which one's that? That's the honeydew melon. This one's the only plant that's doing really well. That's my Swiss chard. And he's doing really great. He's bushy. He stands up a lot. He doesn't have very many dead leaves on him. And they all look pretty healthy. That's a broccoli plant that I put in last night that I brought up from seed. And again, it was already, see, it's already whitening a little bit on the outside. So I think I have some deficiencies. Even though I put some seaweed extract in. See that bean plant? It's not doing well at all. It's probably the worst one out of all of them. Let's see, these peas I put in with about a few days ago, and they didn't have all this white, loss of color all around the place. It was very, very healthy. So, and then again with this basil, same thing. It was all green when I put it in 2 days ago, and it's already losing color pretty quick. The watermelon I put in a couple days ago also, and that actually looks really good. It's already got new growth. Kumquat tree, I don't know how that's going to do. I have no idea. That was put in about a couple days ago too. And that would be my grape with that. I think it was red seedless. That's doing pretty well. It was doing really well, but recently I've gotten some blackening on the new growth. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. It just kind of looks like that when it comes out or what, but I don't think so. Tomatoes are just kind of sitting there. They really haven't done much. Those have been in for weeks and they haven't been just sat there. But I did kind of push it. I put everything in, everything else, the tomatoes, the grapes, all the beans, except the peas, and everything I put in at the beginning of March. And it got kind of cold, so I had to wrap it and cover it a few times to get away from the frost. So everything might have gone dormant, I don't know. But we'll see. If I did this was something new that I added all these. Because these two beds are continuous flow now. There's no longer a siphon there. Apparently if you put it around the outside, a perimeter like that draining in, you won't get any dead spots in the water that fills up. Basically, it spreads everything around, all the nutrients evenly, instead of coming in at one spot like that is. That's okay because this bed is constantly rising and falling, so it doesn't need to have, see, like right now it's falling. That's the siphon going. And you can see the level dropping slowly. Either way, quicker than it goes in. So that's it. If you have any ideas of what I'm doing wrong or what I'm doing right, let me know in the comments, I guess. Any input's appreciated, because there's a lot of stuff on here that I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never gardened before. I kept fish, tropical fish, years ago. 5 years ago at least, 6 years ago. But I actually had a tank. So, yeah. Like I said, I was going to do a massive water change on the nitrites, but the problem is that my pH is so different from what it needs to be at coming out of the tap, and I don't really have anything to stabilize it in first. So I don't want to be fluctuating the pH like crazy. I'd rather just let the filter do its job. So, yep. Thanks for coming.